Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
Turn the car off.
Car's off, sir.
Let me see your hands.
Right now on WJCL 22 Morning News, the drastic moments. Police caught a man accused of drilling holes into cars to steal gas. What body cam video reveals about his arrest. The aftermath of a string of deadly crashes on I-95. We now know at least 17 cars were involved. This morning, drivers are opening up about the dangerous road conditions that they were dealing with. A nuclear plant attack in Ukraine. A major fire erupts after Russian troops continuously shoot at the nation's largest plant. The dangerous impacts another attack could have on all of Europe. A former police officer in tears acquitted for charges in connection with Breonna Taylor's death. Why jurors sided with the officer accused of shooting blindly into an apartment. It is right now 6 o'clock on your Friday morning, and we are live out at JF Gregory Park in Richmond Hill, where it's a quiet start out there. We want to thank you so much for waking up with us right here on WJCL 22. Good morning, everyone. I'm Emma Hamilton here with our meteorologist, Jonathan Myers. And Jonathan, copy and paste all week long.
Absolutely. I don't know. It seems like a long week.
Yeah, it kind of has been, but you know, it's been beautiful outside in the afternoon, so it has been great to get outside.
Yeah, it has. Beautiful weather. We had it yesterday, low 80s in Savannah, and for today, a little bit cooler. You'll notice that those winds coming in off the Atlantic throughout the daytime, but not a bad day for us for early March. Most of us this afternoon will easily make it up into the 70s. Starting out a little cool this morning, jacket weather and lots of sunshine through the afternoon. 61 at 9 o'clock, 73 at lunchtime. And most of us for today will be in the mid 70s throughout the afternoon. So not bad at all. Then after work, how about 66 degrees at 6 o'clock? Maybe a lot of you headed out for dinner after work today as have no problems with the weather. Here's the live radar this morning. Well, haven't seen a whole lot of rain on the map for over a week now. It is dry across the area. Not until probably next week on Tuesday before we see our next chance for some rain. But if you're making plans for the weekend, perfect weather for the first weekend of March. Sunshine Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will be close to 80 degrees. I'll detail more of this warm weekend forecast in less than 10 minutes.
Speaking of outside, let's head on out there. We're at Ogeechee and Quaco Road at just after 6 o'clock on your Friday morning. A few people getting out and about for their morning commute, and it looks like there are no issues out there.
Turn the car off.
Car's off, sir.
Let me see your hands.
All new this morning, the man accused of drilling holes into people's cars to steal gas has been arrested. Take a look at these images right here. Now, you can see where he drilled that hole into the car and took people's gas. Thousands of dollars in damages for less than $50 worth of gas. Yesterday, we showed you this surveillance video taken by people who say that their gas was stolen directly from their gas tank. The same footage is what led police officers to spot Matthew Resnick in the same vehicle. Take a look at the moment officers took him in.
5719X radio. Turn the car off.
Car's off, sir.
Let me see your hands. Keep them out.
And take a listen to one of the people who turned over that incriminating surveillance video to police.
I caught the car driving away from my house, and it was the same one that others have reported. I've got almost $2,000 worth of damages, not just in the gas tank, but also damaged the fuel pump, which is a pretty big issue.
Resnick faces several charges this morning, including driving on a suspended license. All new this morning, take a look at this new video out of Ukraine where officials say Russian troops fired at the country's largest nuclear plant. It caused this fire, and as you can see, it left a lot of damage. In this video, you can see the fire burning in the middle of your screen right there, and that's called tracer shots going across your screen. So those are actually bullets that create a flash of light when fired. Right now, Ukraine's president is urging world leaders to stop Russia before these attacks become a nuclear disaster. We now know 34 Ukrainian civilians were killed in just one day, bringing the death toll to more than 200. The United Nations warns that the number could be much higher. Officials say no progress was made during a second round of talks between the countries yesterday. We do want to check in now with ABC's Em Nguyen. She says Ukraine's president is worried more nuclear attacks would threaten all of Europe.
This morning, Ukrainian officials now saying Europe's largest nuclear plant is under control of Russian forces. They say the fire that erupted earlier is now extinguished and fighting near the plant has stopped. The White House and the International Atomic Energy Agency saying there has been no change in radiation levels at the facility yet, but Ukrainian President Zelensky is not taking any chances, pleading for the West to intervene. Saying if there is an explosion, that's the end for everyone, the end for Europe. This as Russian troops take their first major city of Kherson, while closing in on at least 4 others, including the capital, Kyiv, where U.S. officials say a Russian convoy is resupplying nearby. Russian troops increasingly targeting civilian areas. According to Ukrainian officials, 33 people were killed, 18 others injured in a series of explosions in a city just north of Kyiv. Just west of there, drone footage showing destroyed houses and buildings, smoke rising from residential areas. President Putin claiming his invasion is going according to plan, despite Ukrainians standing defiant, holding off most attacks for over a week. On Thursday, Putin spent 90 minutes on the phone with French President Macron. A source in the French government then saying the fear is the worst is yet to come. The latest talks between Ukraine and Russia have led to both sides agreeing to temporary ceasefires and to allow for civilians to leave besieged cities. Already, over 1 million refugees have fled Ukraine. A senior U.S. official tells ABC News the Kremlin has already selected a puppet regime to take over Ukraine's government. Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
All new this morning, we're getting a closer look at the aftermath of deadly crashes on I-95 in Florida. We first brought you this story as breaking news yesterday morning. Troopers say a chain of crashes happened near Daytona when early morning fog mixed with thick smoke from a controlled burn the day before. Officials now say at least 17 cars were involved. Drivers say it was really scary.
Very dangerous. You can't see. Like, put your hands, close your eyes, and don't open it, and hope for the best.
Officials say that the fire and flying car parts left the asphalt so damaged that it had to be repaved. At least 20 miles of the interstate was closed for hours yesterday. All new this morning, a recall on aromatherapy spray after a 5-year-old Georgia boy died. Doctors say the boy died from a rare bacteria usually found in South Asia. The product being recalled this morning, Better Homes and Garden aromatherapy spray sold at Walmart. We're told an adult in Kansas also died after using the spray. Police say 3 children in Memphis, Tennessee are hurt after a shooting near a library yesterday. Officials say one of them is in critical condition. The children are as young as 11 years old. Investigators believe the shooting stemmed from a fight at a nearby middle school.
Mr. Hankinson, this jury has found you not guilty. You are free to go and your bond will be released.
A Kentucky jury has acquitted Brett Hankinson on all 3 counts of felony wanton endangerment against him in the botched raid that left Breonna Taylor dead. Jurors sided with the defense team, which argued that it was reasonable for Hankinson to fire into Taylor's apartment after witnessing a fellow officer get shot. Here's the moment Hankinson was brought to tears when jurors read the verdict.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Brett Hankinson, not guilty of wanton endangerment first degree under instruction number 6.
Hankinson told jurors that he fired into the apartment because he saw flashes and believed that other officers were being executed inside. Here's what the former officer's lawyer had to say after the verdict.
Now, I'm sort of at a loss for words right now, but I think absolutely Brett was. The jury felt like, you go out and perform your duty and your brother officer gets shot and you've got a right to defend yourself.
Hankinson is the only officer to have been charged in the incident. The district attorney refused to press charges in Taylor's death because her boyfriend fired the first shot. And be sure to tune in to Good Morning America for more on the fallout of this verdict and the civil rights violations other officers are facing in Taylor's death. GMA, of course, starts right after our show this morning at 7 o'clock. Convicted Charleston church shooter Dylan Roof is now taking his appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. Roof is asking the highest court to decide how to handle disagreements over evidence related to mental illness between capital defendants and their attorneys. Back in 2015, Roof shot and killed 9 black people during a Bible study at Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston. Now, according to the Associated Press, Roof fired his legal team. He represented himself at his sentencing to keep the jury from hearing evidence about his mental health. Last year, an appellate court upheld his conviction and death sentence. Happening today, a community cleanup event in Savannah. The Rock the Block Cleanup urges people to collect yard waste, bulk items, and tires. Today, you can bring those items to Christ Community Church on East Gwinnett Street. And happening tomorrow, the group 100 Black Men of Savannah is hosting a blood drive. It's set to happen from 10 to 3 at the historic Georgia Infirmary on Abercorn Street. That event will especially focus on bringing awareness to patients battling sickle cell anemia.